Dark Low. It's also I'm not sure that the status of Dark Low. I heard through the grapevine, he's no longer a part of OBH. Are y'all able to speak on that or?
Ray, did you hear me?
I mean, for real, like I don't
I really don't know. Wait. I don't know. I'm from West Philadelphia.
I don't
I'm Luke Moss, homie. Luke Moss is
my thing is I can say it. I know, but I don't have the authority to put it out there of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so it's to that point where though.
But granted, my last interaction with Dark Low was like, all right, I have nothing bad to say about Dark Low, but I don't know what's going on.
Hey yo, this SV Twiz the Hood blogger. Y'all already know how I carry it, man. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with this content. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, man. I see it's a lot of returning viewers that's not sub. Bro, it take half a second to hit that sub button. Other than that, man, hit that like button, bro. That's the least y'all can do. But today, we're gonna get into Dark Low, man. It's been pretty much quiet the past couple years after we know that, he started serving his 7.5-year sentence. But today, we're gonna talk about day one of the world knowing about Dark Low up to now. And I also want to touch up on, specific details going on with Dark Low. Now, at the end of the day, y'all already know that, Dark Low, he from the Badlands. You know what I mean? He from Lehigh and Darien, to be precise. Now, when he came on the scene, the first time I seen Low, I didn't even know he rapped. I seen him the first time I saw him, and I'm pretty sure the first time a lot of people saw him is when Ab and Cassidy, they had went on the Come Up show. This is when Ab and Cass, before, they had their differences or whatever, Dark Low was right there playing in the cut. He was ad-libbing for AR. After that, I seen him drop a joint. It was called like funeral music. He dropped the joint Funeral Music. I'm like, oh damn, bro, rap. I'm like, he alright, you dig what I'm saying? Then I start hearing more music from him, and I'm like, main man definitely talented. I was tapped in, and with that being said, during that time, that was where OBH started taking off. Ab been rapping, and he been on them DVDs back when he was with Cassidy. You see him on previous DVDs with the full surface chain and all that. But around that time, he was not only, coming on the uprise as far as, having the city on fire, bro. The city was tuned in, but he was shining light on the other members of OBH. And Dark Low was like his wingman. If we gonna label Ab as Kiss, Dark Low was, at that time, was definitely his Styles P. So time goes on, Dark Low getting the people was, gravitating to Low. Low and Ab together, they was talking they was talking heavy. You dig what I'm saying? Where the average street guy, especially from Philly, could relate to what they was talking about. Now, at the time of everything uprising, bro, everything happened so fast. Like OBH, they was just viral. And then during that time, we heard about Leak Moss from Ab talking about him in previous interviews and rap. And then Leak Moss come home. And everything was everything. They had, Bryce, this when they had P90. You know what I mean? You got C-Dot, you got Razor. It was a lot. Yo, bro, OBH probably was one of the biggest underground groups in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than even back in the DVD era when we had like Touch Money and Headshots and all that. Because these guys was a group that actually really represented each other. Touch Money and them did too, but it probably was, 4 or 5 rappers, with Touch Money and all that. I'm not gonna get into that too much, but what I am gonna say is OBH, they had a revamped Philly, because Philly had pretty much was in the gray area, after the DVD era. It was like the DVD era, the last big wave that Philly had was that We Run the Streets era. You know, where we saw a lot of artists like Santos and Merc and all of them. Yeah, I mean, Cheek Raw was still active. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on during that We Run the Streets era. So after that, it kind of faded out. And then, you know, OBH had took the forefront. And, you know, they was like the face of Philly as far as artists that wasn't signed. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, this time go on and all of that. And then eventually, I'm not going to get into every little detail. But what I am going to say is, I didn't even know how active a rapper that Dark Low was before, you know, he became a rapper, OBH. It's actually footage out there where Dark Low had went and battled Spittage. You know what I mean? Spittage, for those of y'all that know who Spittage is, y'all know, you know, Spittage, I want to say Spittage passed around like 03, if I'm not mistaken. So that shows you that Dark Low was rapping, you know, way before he was with OBH. And he actually got in the ring with Spittage, and Spittage won. You dig what I'm saying? But if you listen, actually the battle, to be precise, is on, you know, shout out the Stars on Too Raw for the Streets film. And, you know, they had battled, but the crowd had, you know, was rooting for Spittage, because Spittage was already cemented. You dig what I'm saying? So he already had a fan base. Ain't nobody know who Dark Low was. Dark Low coming there with a t-shirt on and all that. Yeah, I mean, this was back in the white tee days. And Spittage took the victory. But if you listen to how Dark Low was rapping, he was rapping how he was back then to the Dark Low that we known to rap today. So he was talking the lingo that just wasn't gravitated to yet. But, you know, just to continue the story, you know, everything was rolling for OBH. Then all of a sudden, we saw Skinny Me go down for a body. When Skinny Me went down for that body, we had heard a lot of music and stuff like that from AR, where, you know, some say that AR was giving, you know, hints of, you know, hoping that people, you know, don't try to get him in a tight situation. You dig what I'm saying? Because if, you know, you got people that's around you and it's like, I forgot who I did a video on, but, you know, if you got certain people around you and they get caught up, they're going to automatically try to tie up the person that they think is, you know, the lead rapper of that group and stuff like that. So we saw it plenty of times, and that's also how a lot of rappers like, you know, Hollow Man and them just came home, because when people that was around these guys, when they was getting arrested for stuff, they was automatically trying to pin stuff on, you know, the head rapper of the group. But we seen Skinny go down, and then next thing we know, Ab and them all go down. So before even Skinny or Ab and them went down, we know that Dark Low homie Taz had got locked up. So with Taz being locked up, he eventually, you know, started saying whatever he was saying to the feds and all that, and was, you know, trying to put Ab and them in a tight predicament. Now, if we all know that Taz was Dark Low man, and Taz start talking, Dark Low gonna feel like, you know, he gonna feel kind of sick, like, damn, I had that boy around Ab and them, and now that this, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff going down because of somebody that I brought around. Now, this is where a lot of people that, you know, whether you not from the streets, even some people from the streets seem to, you know, think that there was nothing that was, you know what I'm saying, there was no mistake on Dark Low. And now I'm definitely a fan of Dark Low music, but sometimes, you know, you have to call a spade, and it's not even about, sometimes a person might get in an interrogation room, they might troll the cops, but, you know, we always know, especially, you know, us guys that sat in jails and been in interrogation rooms before, if you troll them, nothing should be even to the point where other people names is mentioned. You dig what I'm saying? That you control them folks in there, but nobody's name should be brought up. You know what I mean? Trolling and bringing real names and saying certain events can basically, help them verify that there was a situation. So if you be like, yeah, this person was around them, it's like all right, put it like this. It's like with the King Yella John, where King Yella feel like he didn't tell, but when they was asking him questions like, is this guy GD? Is he a BD? Do you know him? Once you start answering questions like that, now it's like you might not be talking about no crimes, but you kind of stamping what these folks is saying about whoever they asking you about. So that's where a big issue had came in with that. But even before that, we know that Dark Low had his issues with his kidneys and all of that. So it was like the kidney situation happened, he recovered, and then they had like a lot of back and forth on the internet with like Trendsetter Shady and stuff like that. And then, the indictments falling, and then Dark Low pretty much walked himself into the jail. What he did was, as we all know, is he wrote the letter. So when he wrote that letter, it was not only did he verify it, but it was able to be used as witness tampering. So Leak Moss had said that Dark Low had came in the courtroom during Ab and them trial, and he came in there ranting and was like yelling out in the courtroom, which, even with doing that type of stuff, I don't know what you think that the results would be with, with doing that. So as he leave, he go to the market, and he went to the market, and actually Mayor Malik was with him, and when he had left, them folks they ran down on him. They had got him and eventually had got to his house, and they asked him, was there a weapon in his house? Now, when they had ran in his crib, obviously he told them, yeah, I got a ratchet in that joint. He had a joint in there with a 30. They get the gun and all of that, and then they take him to the interrogation room. So I believe his interrogation was like, he had like a 2+ hour interview where, these folks, that's what they do. They're going to break you down, especially if you're a public figure. They're going to know that information going to be out there and somebody going to pick it up. So when people hear that, he was conversating with the cops for hours, it's like, people going to automatically have a guard up, especially with, the highlight questions that they was putting out there. Did he put anybody or place anybody, from OVH in the place of a crime? No, he didn't, but we all know that, even regular citizens know that you have the right to remain silent. So what messed him up a lot was that he didn't remain silent. Now, I know a lot of people want be like, oh, he ain't do nothing, or he didn't tell. I'm not saying that he told. I'm just talking about, the average street guy is going to know that the first thing you say is lawyer. Other than that, if you say anything besides lawyer and other people's names get mentioned in these questions and you answer these questions, you gonna get looked at crazy. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get looked at crazy, bro. That's just the harsh reality of it. So sometimes with certain people, I feel like it's more of from a fan perspective. Like, nah, Dark Low solid. And that's not to say that he's solid, but he admitted that, he didn't have to really say nothing, or, he might have messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big joint right there. So with that being said, he eventually had got sentenced to 7.5 years. And from his time of going in, he has been silent. Like, he ain't do no interviews or nothing like that. But I know when he first got locked up during that sentence, he was dealing with some complications with his health. But obviously, whatever jail he at, they're obviously, taking care of his health issues and stuff like that, and just not leaving him, to die or nothing like that in that joint. But what I want to ask y'all is like, with him doing the time that he did, with him doing the time that he's doing right now, he probably got about 3.5, maybe 4 years left. Do y'all think that Dark Low, when he come home, that his career will launch, or do you think it will still be issues with his career just because he had any kind of conversation with them folks? We gotta remember, Dark Low, somebody like Dark Low, how people looked at him, he was held to a certain standard and stuff, and during his last year of being home, it was getting kind of crazy on the internet, even on interviews, even when him and Moss had got on the live, just his response and his aura and everything had seemed kind of off to me from the Dark Low that I know and that I watch being side by side with Ab. I seen how, he was talking, and even when Ab got hit up, on the vlog and all of that, it was a whole different like aura from him. But that's just basically it as of now. Dark Low is sitting, and he's in a federal prison that pretty much they people deal with like all types of different health issues and stuff like that. So he definitely somewhere chilling, you dig what I'm saying, eating ice cream and watching movies and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, because they definitely don't got him like, in a regular joint or whatever. He's in a like a medical prison. But I just had to touch up on that, man, because I also feel like that he's definitely talented as an artist. But when you come from certain areas like Philly or Chicago, any of the major inner cities where the crime rate is high, when people put your name into doing something that wasn't a stand-up situation, it can kind of affect your career. I know towards the end he was still dropping music, and he's still dropping music even while he's in there because he recorded so much, especially with him being on house arrest. But I'm just waiting to see on what happens with Dark Low. And we also got to remember, we heard Ab say that Ab was saying that he didn't tell or whatever, but on that same interview he also said that he didn't read Dark Low paperwork yet, and I have yet to hear from Ab after that interview. I didn't hear him speak on Dark Low, so I'm just waiting to see, man, just like everybody else. But I feel like, it's a touch up on, this could possibly be a rise and fall, and not just because of what he said, but from that happening and from him going to jail, that can pretty much damage a person's career. So I guess we just waiting to see, man. It's SV Twist, the Hub blogger. I got probably 6-7 DMs saying, talk about the Dark Low situation. So I just get this to y'all real quick, but that's pretty much all I got to say about it, man. We all know everything else is, all public information and stuff like that. But drop a comment below. Let me know, do y'all feel like it's Dark Low career over, or do y'all feel like he gonna come home and still pull a rabbit out the hat?